This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
What if we could reduce carbon emissions and strengthen the economy? At ExxonMobil, we believe both are possible. As a global leader in carbon capture and storage, we're empowering industries to reduce their emissions, all through technologies that are creating job opportunities in America. How's that for a win-win? ExxonMobil. Let's deliver.
Welcome to another episode of Fringe
Beyond Limites.
That really makes me feel good. Just that.
Breathing.
Yes.
Breathing usually helps.
Does it?
Sometimes. They say.
Yeah, I like to be choked.
That's the opposite of breathing.
Is it?
Yeah. Quite literally.
Oh. Well,
yeah.
it's opposite day.
Oh, is it? Neato burrito?
Yeah, so how have you guys been?
Living the dream. One nightmare at a time. You beat me to it.
Living la vida loca. Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Okay, wonderful.
How have you been, sir?
Oh, fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just sitting here drinking beer.
Yeah. Again.
See, there's 4 empty bottles next to you.
Yeah, that was from somebody else. Somebody else drank those.
Oh, okay.
It's always somebody else. Mom, it's not my weed. It's not mine.
Yeah, this guy broke in, dropped his bag of weed, and jumped out the window right before he came in.
You just missed him.
Yeah. They just want you to recycle for them. Is that
drop
their bottles?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm just their recycling bin.
Do you know that they don't really even recycle glass anymore?
What do they do with it?
They crush it up, and because glass is so heavy, and they actually put it in the landfills intentionally to weigh down the trash.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So technically they are recycling in some way, shape, or form.
Are they?
They're recycling it, they're reusing it for a different purpose. They're weighing it down.
That's a stretch.
I don't let's see here.
The whole thing of recycling is repurposing it. Technically, it's repurposing.
You know what? I'm impressed that you're using a big word like repurposing.
That's not a big word.
And for you, it is.
No, it's not.
Others.
So the definition of recycling is the action or process of converting waste into reusable material.
Yeah.
I really don't think they're converting it into reusable material.
They are using it for something else, so technically it's reusable.
Yeah, it can't be used again.
I think you are definitely...
Somebody is going to do an archaeological dig, and they're going to cut themselves. They're going to be like, what's up with this glass layer? Because the glass isn't going to decompose.
I don't have this microfibric glass in my hands.
A what?
Microfibric. Microscopic? Yeah, something like that.
Microfabric?
Yep. I don't know why I was thinking
that.
A tiny
fabric. Just a tiny piece of fabric.
Microscopic.
Microscopic?
Maybe. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, well, just pass me.
Oh.
Pretend I'm not here.
We've been trying to do that for 40 some odd episodes.
That means I can go home now?
Nope.
Damn it.
You are stuck. That's why I sit by the door, remember? You guys can't leave.
Damn it.
You are stuck.
Will the pressure of the earth continue to like smush the glass till it eventually like becomes a layer of glass, or will it turn into sand?
No, it'll just turn into sand. I don't think that's how that works.
I don't know. Maybe it'll turn into a diamond and now it's some new mineral a million years from now, or someone's like, look at what we found.
I had this conversation with someone years ago, at least 10 years ago. And we were talking about how the weather patterns are changing.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that, well, do you ever wonder if maybe it's because of all the rockets that we shoot up into space and that has pushed the Earth? And I called him stupid.
Pushed? So generate the downward thrust of the rocket has shifted.
Yeah.
Whoa, I have never heard that theory.
Of all the rockets. But
if they're all going off from different locations, it's just...
Well, not just that. So we were standing by like a trailer. So I go, listen, the amount of energy that happens is like me literally poking this trailer over and over and over. I will never push this trailer over with that amount of strength. That's comparable to the size of a rocket
about
in
atomic
Earth.
Bombs?
Well, atomic bombs are hitting the Earth. They're not shooting it out.
Yeah, but if they're... Yeah, so is it pushing Earth down?
There is no down in space.
Oh, because it's flat?
Right.
Got it.
No, the Earth is not flat.
Flat earthers.
Space is flat.
Frank's favorite, flat earthers.
No.
Yeah, space is flat.
Your face is flat.
Oh, 100%. My stomach is flat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I lost weight.
I thought you were actually talking about the organ, and I was like, what?
Oh, no. I was actually talking about my fat ass stomach.
Your belly button?
My
belly buttons are weird, man.
Why? What do you find weird about them?
It's your original mouth.
This is true.
It's your first mouth.
Yeah. You know what always weirded me out? Are outies.
Also correct.
Yeah. They have weirded me out forever. I've never seen an adult with an Audi. Have you?
Yeah, they're driving them down the street.
Oh, yeah? Are they nice?
Leather seats,
Mm.
heated steering wheel. Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, yeah. Belly buttons are weird.
I have.
You never have lint if you have an Audi,
right? Listen. So, being a fat guy or ex-fat guy, now I'm just
a medium.
Yeah, I'm like it's slarge.
Slur.
Yeah.
Large
Marge. Large Marge.
Large and in charge.
Yeah. So, yeah, half of my clothes I fit in XL now, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I was way bigger, the thing that sucked is you would think that your belly would just cascade down and it would be a nice, smooth, fat, way down, right? No. So your body, your stomach goes down, in, up, and then all the way down. So you create this crevasse where you find
all
old
the Cheetos get stuck in there.
Old receipts.
Yeah.
Doritos.
Where's that TV remote I was looking for?
Gum wrappers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's just my belly button. Now it just accumulates hair.
Well, that's better than lint, since your mouth is hungry again.
Yeah, no, lint.
Your first mouth.
Lint's
hungry.
Wouldn't it be weird if you were scratching your belly button and your teeth started hurting? That'd be weird.
I mean, that's my favorite thing to say at work is, I'm outie like a belly button when I'm leaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
it usually grosses people out.
It doesn't gross me out. I just think you would be weird.
Yeah.
But then again, I think you're weird for other reasons.
I'm not afraid of being weird.
No, you shouldn't be. You should be you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
You be you, boo.
You be you, boo.
Thank you for contributing.
You're welcome.
What has your belly button eaten lately?
Yeah. Do you have a choice of having an outie or an innie?
I think the doctor who ties the umbilical cord, it drives that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Do they do an overhand knot or do they do a square knot? I don't know.
I think it's something to I forgot, but yeah, it has to do with
yeah,
what she said.
Okay. I would just I couldn't do that. That would just weird me out.
My mom said when my sister and we were both born, and she would always poke our bellies to make sure we had an innie. And I'm like, is that why my belly button is super deep?
Yeah. Is that why My back?
Yeah, and I'm like,
my belly button's on my back?
It's on my back.
Jesus. Make sure
You're
he wasn't
stabbing me in the mouth with your pointy finger. Gross.
So, my aunt, she's 8 years older than me. So we grew up like brother and sister. Well, back in the 70s, you would have your 8-year-old watch the newborn.
Yeah.
So she would watch me. She loved, so I guess when I cried, like my face would just crinkle up.
Yeah.
And then it gets to a certain point where I then start crying, right?
Yeah.
She thought it was the cutest thing. So when I was sleeping, she would creep up on me and scream in my face. So I wake up crying.
And you guys are best friends now.
And this is, I blame her for all the issues I have because that had to have been where it started. But you
don't have a startle response anymore.
I don't. That's why.
She numbed you to it.
Yeah.
You should thank her.
Amongst other things that are wrong with my brain.
Yeah, you got other PTSD, but at least you don't jump scare.
No, I don't. That's true. I don't jump scare. All right. All right. So, yeah. What keeps you guys up at night besides
belly buttons?
Belly buttons. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go first this time.
All right. Good. Do it.
Does the truth actually exist, or is it all subjective?
All right, folks. We need to talk about something very important. Your body odor. Specifically, the kind that sneaks up on you, takes you hostage, and makes you wonder if your deodorant is actually working or just mocking you. Listen, I used to think I had things under control. I showered, used deodorant, even tried the old extra cologne to cover up the funk trick. But no matter what, by midday, my pits, and worse, my lower regions, smelled like a locker room that had been left to marinate in the sun. That is until I discovered Mando whole body deodorant. And let me tell you, I'm obsessed with this stuff. This is not just your average deodorant. This is a game changer. Mando is designed to be used anywhere. Yes, anywhere. I put this on my armpits, my feet, my belly button, because let's be honest, that thing is a secret stink trap. And of course, the grundle. Folks, let me tell you, my grundle has never smelled better. We're talking fresh, confident, no fear of sudden movements, levels of clean. The first time I used Mando, I was expecting just a basic deodorant experience. But hours later, when I should have been in that, maybe I should freshen up phase, I smelled fantastic. I even did a sniff test. Don't judge me. And I was shocked. This stuff is clinically proven to block odor all day and control it for up to 72 hours. And I can vouch for that. I used it before a long flight, and by the time I landed, I wasn't just not gross, I was actively fresh. That has never happened to me. And what makes Mando different? Well, for starters, it's powered by mandelic acid to stop odor before it starts. It's aluminum-free, baking soda-free, and comes in amazing scents like bourbon leather, clover woods, and Mount Fuji. Personally, I'm all about the bourbon leather. It makes me feel like a sophisticated gentleman, even when I'm just in sweatpants binge-watching TV. And listen, if you want to smell better, feel fresher, and finally stop worrying about surprise stink attacks, you've got to try it. Mando Starter Pack is the perfect way to begin. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, plus 2 free products of your choice, like mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and free shipping. And because I love you, and because I know you need this, you can get $5 off with our exclusive promo code FRINGE at shopmando.com. That's SHOPMANDO.com. I'm telling you, this stuff is a lifesaver. Use code FRINGE, grab your starter pack, and finally stop waging war against your own nostrils. Trust me, your pits, your bits, and probably everyone within the 5-foot radius will thank you. It's all subjective.
Why?
Because right and wrong, good and evil is always from the person making that judgment.
But what does truth play in that?
Well, that's their truth. Their truth is how they perceive and what they perceive.
Okay.
So Yeah, so I think it is subjective. What's good for the bird is evil for the worm. My worm.
No,
All right.
I remember growing up, my uncle said this to me, and it always stuck with me, is there's always 3 sides to every story, yours, mine, and the truth.
Yep.
But the older I get, I don't think there is such thing as factual truth of, at least from our lens. I don't think we can determine what the truth is. I think you need a bird's eye perspective outside of you to understand the facts of the matter, because no matter what, everyone has a filter that they're perceiving the world through,
Mm-hmm.
and there is no truth from our vantage point.
Yeah, I often think about can each person experience and perceive a different type of universe but still cohabitate?
I think we are.
Yeah, I think so too, just based on that, because our perception is our reality.
Yeah.
So in saying that, you're like, I perceive things based on my experiences, and same with everyone else. So it just depends on the type of person you are, and sometimes
and the path you've walked to get you to that point. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. I think the truth is subjective.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
You guys made me convinced, and I agree with you.
She's gonna join our cult.
Yes. Oh.
Okay, hand over the keys,
Mm-hmm.
Your sovereignty, and
you can't talk.
You have to make
anyone.
Frank eggs every morning.
Oh yes.
And lunch and dinner.
Oh God, yes.
That
you
means...
just owed over there over eggs.
Yeah, I love eggs. We've talked about that.
I know. It's why.
That's why there's an egg on his porch.
Yeah.
That one day.
Fucking Jason.
Yeah, we finally found out who the culprit was. That was funny.
That was
funny.
You
freaked him out.
Yeah, he did. I mean, like I told him, I go, the world I live in, there's curses and evil people doing me harm. So yes, that's where my mind jumps to.
Especially with the price of eggs, dude. Like, you should have been grateful for that egg.
No, that was like a year ago.
Nah.
That was before the prices went up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like...
Wasn't that like last week?
No, that was like July or August.
That was last year, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. It was summertime.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was whatever. I felt like it was more recent.
No, you're wrong.
I bet you nobody gets their house egged anymore.
No, I mean, I lived in such a great time where...
In COVID, nobody TP'd a house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, in my days, we could throw toilet paper and eggs at people, no problem.
I don't know if kids even leave their houses anymore. So
no, they don't. I think they TP their parents' room. Imagine how fucking pissed off your parents if you ever TP their room. Jesus. All right.
I'll go next.
Okay.
So, I know we've talked about before of the whole story about you have a boat, you replace a board, you continue replacing boards. Is it the same boat?
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about this the other night is, what about like the organs in your body?
Mm-hmm.
You replace cells and they're constantly refreshing. Are you the same person anymore? Or, you eat food, you breathe air that have whatever sort of molecular components in it, and you absorb and ingest that into your body. So are you really the same person? Is there really any differentiation or separation between any of us?
That reminds me of that article that we read a while back about the girl that had digestive issues, and she had
she had the poop implant?
Poop transplant.
And then she got the transplant thing, and then she started getting like the same acne or whatever that the person who transplant had.
Her brother or her boyfriend.
I think it was both. Like she did.
She combined the two.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, our cells regenerate. We basically get a brand new set of cells every 7 years, I think it is.
Different organs are faster and slower than others. But
sure. Yeah, but over the course of 7 years, which, brings me to a topic I wanted to do during one of our freestyle fireside chats, that there's people who have received organs in transplants, where then they may start craving a food that the other person likes and that they've never eaten, and things of that nature. So I wanted to do find a story or two about that and talk about that at a future episode. But yeah, I think there's a lot of merit to other people's biology entering yours.
Well, even just your own, like we I feel like majority of people say, well, I'm me. I've always been me. But really, your me physically has been replaced how many times over you have new skin, you have new hair, you have
my hair's
new organs.
My hair's been every single color in the rainbow.
But yeah, and you're also, like I said, you're consuming things,
right?
And you're taking that into your body, and that now becomes part of your body.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
we don't really have an end, I don't think.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're ever the same.
No, I mean, just like our thoughts and our experiences, they change us. So, I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago.
Right.
I may be better or maybe worse. I don't know. I think, is it? Okay.
I'm just kidding.
No, liar. No, but truly that's for other people to decide if I'm good or bad, right? Like I'm a savior in one person's story and a villain in another, so that's fine. I've started living by the past, I don't know, like 7 years that what somebody thinks of me is none of my business.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're never going to change it.
Yeah, which is why
it's not your responsibility to change the perception.
Right. You just continue being you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also why I've always wanted, or I figured out why. I shouldn't say that like I always knew this, but I just figured out why I always just say whatever's on my mind, regardless of feelings. I don't try to hurt people, but like if the truth does, then so be it. I'm not, is because people are going to use what I say however they want. So I might as well be truthful and to myself.
Yeah.
Because you're going to use however or take however whatever I say, however you want, and that's fine. That's your right.
And I've actually been on a similar path that too. Is I've always been worried, am I going to offend this person? Am I going to hurt their feelings or whatever? But over the last few years, I've kind of reframed my thought process, and whatever I say, however it's received is exactly what that other person needed to hear in that moment.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It could have been offensive, but maybe that triggers change in them that they needed to hear. And if I was too busy censoring myself, I'm stopping them from growing.
Yeah. I mean, most importantly, you're stopping yourself from growing. I mean, first and foremost,
but maybe,
right.
Maybe
I get what you're saying.
The encounter between the two of us was supposed to evoke some sort of opportunity for growth for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Or one of us, doesn't matter. But if I change...
When it comes to reducing carbon emissions, the heaviest industries face the toughest challenges. That's where we come in. ExxonMobil is investing in technology to help American industry lower its emissions, including in our own operations, all while empowering businesses and creating job opportunities. It turns out that fewer emissions can mean a stronger economy. ExxonMobil, let's deliver.
Craving something better for lunch? El Vaquero delivers bold, authentic flavors fast, every day. Enjoy a variety of daily specials for only $9.99 and 10-ounce margaritas for only $4.99. From sizzling fajitas to fresh tacos and crisp salads, you'll get real food made to order with service that keeps your day moving. Quick, delicious, and just around the corner. Make your lunch break count at El Vaquero, where flavor and timing always deliver. Check out the menu and plan your visit at vaquerorestaurant.com.
Confronting high credit card debt can feel scary. But the good news is, if you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, financial relief options are now available. National Debt Relief is currently offering debt relief designed to reduce what you owe, fast-tracking your way to being debt-free. If you qualify for debt relief, you may be able to pay back significantly less than what you owe and save thousands of dollars. Imagine only paying one low monthly program payment you can afford and saving money as you become debt-free. National Debt Relief has already helped bring debt relief to over 550,000 U.S. consumers, earning thousands of 5-star reviews and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. You're stronger than your credit card debt. Take the first step and visit nationaldebtrelief.com to see what debt relief you qualify for. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
Who I am to conform to what I think someone else would expect. Mm-hmm. You're almost robbing them of that opportunity that maybe they needed to.
Right.
So it's been very liberating.
It is.
It's extremely freeing to not worry what...
Yes.
Not that I'm going around and being mean or anything like that offensive, but I just speak my truth. And
yeah. Yeah, I've been telling you this for years.
Well, I know, but
it just took you a long time.
Well, it's just like saying, don't date that guy. That guy's
Right.
a jerk. You're not going to realize it until you realize it. You're not going to take anyone else's word for it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just teasing. But yeah, it is very liberating, very freeing, and just, it is what it is. And, you may hurt someone's feelings, but, I hate the saying that good intentions, or is it the path to hell is paved with good intentions? Mm-hmm. If you're intending to do something good and it turns out bad, why is that a negative thing?
It's not.
There's other controlling circumstances that are out of my control that I couldn't change it, but I was trying to. Right. So I hate that saying. So, all right. Yeah, that was good. That was nice. Oh,
you got yours. What's yours?
Yeah. So, all right. So, among everything you have ever done, good or bad, what is the one thing you still feel like it was worth it?
I wish I was told this one in advance. I can't think of anything.
So one thing that I did that was, I don't know if it was bad, it was bad that in the sense that it was risky and a whole bunch of us could have died.
Yeah.
But the stories that came out after it, I was on a bachelorette party on a cruise and we went to Cozumel and there was 12 of us, or it was a large group. Mm-hmm. Somebody got the harebrained idea to let's go rent cars and drive around Mexico. And the only 2 cars they had that were, I don't think they had automatic. So they were 2 stick Volkswagen convertible Beetles.
Oh my God.
And we smashed a whole bunch of girls into 2 vehicles. Some people were sitting in the trunk and we were driving around Mexico and there's just police officers walking around with AK-47s and, we end up somewhere in an abandoned empty restaurant building because someone's like, we got drinks over here. And somebody was like, let's go do it. Mm-hmm. And then it almost turned into a drug deal. And wait, my guy's coming. And we're like, oh my God, we're going to die. We're going to, Yeah. But the whole story was probably very bad. And I don't want any young people to do it, but also it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And it was worth it.
Yeah. I
mostly
like that.
Because there was no negative outcome that ended up with someone hurt or
kidnapped. No great story ever ends with and then we got home. Yeah. There's always
risk element.
Yeah, absolutely. You got
Still can't think of anything. I know there's something. I just can't think of anything right now.
It doesn't have to be
I know, but nothing's coming in my head. It's
okay.
Blank.
I have one for you.
What?
It's about a person in your life that you've made some decisions about.
Okay.
That's a relative.
Okay. Yeah.
No? Yes?
That could be one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just saying that's the first one I thought of. And it could be, what it could be? It could be going on a second date with Brian.
After he paid with the gift card?
After he paid the first date with a gift card.
That was a risk.
That's a huge risk.
That was a huge risk, yeah.
That was a huge risk.
There we go. I like that one.
Yeah, there.
It was worth it.
Yeah. I mean, wait. They're still in their 30s. We don't know what's going to happen in 10 years.
Jury's still out.
Yeah. She'll probably find someone with abs and fuck the shit out of them.
And an AMX.
Right.
Platinum,
right,
whatever.
Right,
yeah.
right. Black.
Black card.
Yeah, black card. Here we go.
Abs and tattoos.
And tattoos?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you liked tattoos.
Like full sleeve.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I'm working on a sleeve or 2.
But you don't have abs.
Not yet.
You can get those tattooed on.
Sleeves?
Abs.
Oh, abs? I could.
You could tattoo some abs.
That would be awesome.
Not the same.
That would be so
Just get
cool.
some really good shading.
Yeah.
It'll look great.
Ooh, that's a good idea. So
what was your event?
The guy that I get my tattoos from, I asked him, he's a relative of Mrs. and Breeze, and I asked him, I go, what's the weirdest tattoo you ever gave someone? And he said that one of his friends asked, and he did this, to tattoo his ball sack like a grenade.
Oh, I think you said that.
Did I tell you guys already?
This once, yeah.
Yeah, so I can't. I
thought you were going to say like a ruler on the penis or something like that.
No, I have a W and a Y on my penis, and when I get hard, it says "Welcome to Jamaica. Have a nice day."
Okay,
why Jamaica?
Well, I mean, I don't know, because they all have
should
big...
say Australia, the party down under. Okay, never mind.
Thunder from Down Under?
Sure.
Maybe. All right, yeah.
What was your event?
I think there's more than one. I think for me, it was every single risk I ever took. Because I think you grow and you challenge yourself with risks. And I think when you challenge yourself, you find out more about you than you ever thought was possible or wasn't possible. So I think for me it was every risk I've ever taken. And it could be, as little as me going on a date with Missy to me driving drunk. I mean, they
all have not repercussions. They all have
lessons.
Lessons. Yeah.
They all have lessons. I don't like the fact that I did that second one, but it's my truth. It happened, and I think if people were honest with themselves, I think it happens more often than not.
Oh yeah. So I keep telling Steve to eat broccoli.
Why?
Steve, eat broccoli.
Steve doesn't eat anything.
My husband doesn't eat broccoli
take a risk.
either.
No, he doesn't eat. Steve doesn't eat anything. Sorry, Steve, I'm calling you out again.
Put a fucking piece of broccoli in your face hole before I do it for you.
Oh, he doesn't like guacamole.
How do you not like guacamole?
What?
I don't know. He's Mexican.
I want to say, wait a second. Like,
that's like me saying I don't like pasta.
Right. Oh, speaking of pasta, sorry, there's a total.
Did you break your pasta?
I surveyed people on my team. I am the only one who does not break their spaghetti noodle.
Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
And then I'm going to take it a step further. There's another person on my team who says when they make spaghetti pasta, they put ketchup on it.
Oh,
that is their spaghetti sauce.
That's just
and I'm like, you're all fired. You're all fired.
Oh no.
So
that's horrible.
That just ruined it.
Steve was there when this person told me this story. He's like, all the color just like fell out of your face. Like I've never seen I was mortified and disgusted at that thought.
All right, here. So one of the main reasons that Italians don't break pasta is because of tradition. In Italy, pasta is a symbol of unity and togetherness. Breaking pasta is believed to break the harmony and symmetry that the dish is supposed to represent. It's also said that pasta is best enjoyed when it's long and unbroken. That's right, when it's long.
That's what she said.
As it allows for more satisfying and elegant eating experience. Another reason why Italians don't break pasta is because of the science behind it. When pasta is boiled, it releases starch into the boiling water, which helps to create a more flavorful and cohesive sauce. By keeping the pasta long and unbroken, that's right, long, it allows for the perfect balance of pasta and sauce, resulting in a more delicious, enjoyable dish. Breaking pasta can also affect the texture of the pasta itself.
It's going to make it more starchy, isn't it?
Yeah. When pasta is broken, it can create uneven cooking, with some pieces being overcooked and others being undercooked. This can lead to a less than ideal dining experience.
Because you're trying to swirl the spaghetti and you have all these split ends hitting you in the face.
100%.
Who wants red sauce and split ends just slapping them in the face?
Right. Yeah. So everyone out there, stop breaking your fucking pasta. Jesus.
Sorry, I'm never gonna let this die.
No, never. I'm. This is the hill I die on.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna start a campaign. I'm gonna go on strike and create a non-broken spaghetti cult.
You know what? It could be. You know how in Christianity there's Lutheran, there's Baptist, whatever. The spaghetti monster.
I was gonna say, isn't
yeah. So this could be an offshoot, like another cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Another sect, not cult, another sect of the spaghetti monster.
There you go.
It's going to split into two, broken and unbroken spaghetti. Yeah. I like it.
Spaghetti integrity.
No, I want spaghetti.
Yeah, me too. Broken or unbroken.
Make spaghetti great again. That's all I had. Sorry. All right. So that was unusually long intro.
Sorry.
No, don't be.
Not sorry.
What are we talking about today?
The Sallie house.
Ooh, she hot?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't have naked pictures of her?
I believe Sallie is a kid.
Well, then stop calling her hot. What are you doing?
You're the one.
Disgusting. All right. Well, nestled in the heart of Atchison, Kansas, a quaint Midwestern town steeped in history, the Sallie house is anything but ordinary. At first glance, the two-story brick home appears unassuming, blending seamlessly into its peaceful neighborhood. But those who have stepped inside tell tales of terror that defy logic. Widely considered one of the most haunted homes in the United States, the Sallie house has captivated imaginations and fueled nightmares for decades. It is a place where history and legend collide, creating a vortex of supernatural intrigue. The Sallie house is not merely haunted. It is a house that seems alive, brimming with energy and dark sense of purpose. At its heart is the legend of Sallie, a young girl who allegedly died during a medical procedure gone wrong in the late 19th century. Her spirit is said to linger, but visitors and investigators report far more than the presence of a single ghost. The house is a theater of the unexplained, its phenomena ranging from playful to violent and sinister. The story of the Sallie house begins with Dr. Charles Finney, a physician who made the home his residence and practice. From the echoes of his medical work to the disturbing events that plagued later residents, the house's history is rife with tragedy and mystery. It has witnessed the full spectrum of human experiences, life, death, suffering, and now the eerie persistence of those who cannot move on. The Sallie house was built in mid to late 1800s during a period of economic growth for Atchison, Kansas. The home's simple yet sturdy design reflected the practical needs of its time, offering ample space for a family while doubling as a location for professional work. Dr. Charles Finney, a well-respected physician, purchased the house with the intention of using it as both a residence and a medical office. Dr. Finney was known throughout the community as a skilled and compassionate doctor. His clinic served as a haven for patients suffering from injuries, illnesses, and emergencies. However, medicine in the 19th century was fraught with challenges. Anesthesia was primitive, surgical tools were often reused without proper sterilization, and antibiotics were non-existent. Death was a frequent companion in the life of any doctor, and Dr. Finney was no exception. The house bore witness to countless medical procedures, some successful and others ending in heartbreak. Though many patients recovered under Dr. Finney's care, others were not so fortunate. The weight of those failures took a toll on him. By all accounts, Dr. Finney was a man of integrity, but the sorrow of lives lost in his clinic hung over him like a dark cloud. According to legend, one of Dr. Finney's most tragic cases involved a young girl named Sallie. The story goes that Sallie was brought to the clinic by her mother, suffering from severe abdominal pain. Dr. Finney quickly diagnosed her with appendicitis, a condition requiring immediate surgery. In an era without modern anesthesia, Sallie endured the procedure with minimal pain relief.
Ugh.
Her cries of agony are said to have echoed through the house, leaving an indelible mark on its walls. Tragically, Sallie did not survive the operation. I don't think I would have either.
Scary. The little girl going through that pain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the condition itself is so painful.
Right.
So to have somebody poking and cutting and XYZing, like, in an already painful, oh, I can't imagine. Like,
no.
Even like people at wartime, like having limbs removed.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Here's some whiskey.
Just getting like a saw, like, just going to saw this while you're still up.
That's not quick. That's
and that's like a real saw. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Zip. No, it's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every back. Oof.
Yeah.
I'm grateful I don't live during those times for that reason alone.
Yeah, I was going to say something and it just left my mind. I don't remember. All right, we'll continue on. Maybe I'll remember it later.
Maybe you need a brain surgery.
Oh, I do need a brain transplant for sure.
Without anesthesia?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the brain feels no pain.
I was going to say, there's no nerves in the brain, so that's fine.
But your scalp might hurt.
Oh, my scalp will hurt. Yeah. Yeah, when you saw it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what's his name in Hannibal? I can't remember the actor's name. Anyway, there's where he's cutting off the brain as he's sitting there.
Yeah.
Side of fava beans and Chianti.
Yummy. Some accounts suggest that Sallie died not only in pain but in terror, believing that Dr. Finney was hurting her intentionally. This traumatic death is said to have tethered her spirit to the house. Witnesses often describe her as a playful ghost, moving toys, giggling, but others report a darker, angrier side to her presence. Some believe the Sallie spirit is not alone, that other entities, perhaps patients who died in the house, also linger. Dr. Finney's career at the house eventually came to an end. Accounts differ as to why he left, with some suggesting that he retired due to declining health or emotional exhaustion. Others whispered that he was driven out by the growing unease in the home, as if the weight of the past patient's spirits had become too much to bear. After Dr. Finney's departure, the house passed through various owners, none of whom stayed for long. For much of the 20th century, the Sallie house was occupied sporadically, its haunting reputation lying dormant. Families moved in and out, with many reporting odd but subtle occurrences. Cold spots, strange noises, and feelings of being watched were common. However, those experienced were often dismissed as drafts or imagination. The Whitaker family, who lived in the house in the 1940s, described an eerie chill that seemed to follow them from room to room. Their youngest daughter frequently claimed to see a little girl in an upstairs hallway, standing silently and staring. Though her parents dismissed these claims as imaginary, they began to notice objects moving on their own. Small items like keys and books would disappear and reappear in different places. In the 1960s, a widow named Mrs. Carlson rented the house. She reported hearing footsteps on the stairs late at night, even though she lived alone. On one occasion, she awoke to find her bedroom door wide open, despite having locked it before going to bed. The unsettling experiences eventually drove her to move out. In 1993, the Sallie house gained national attention when Tony and Deborah Pickman moved in with their newborn son. What happened as a dream home quickly turned into a nightmare. The Pickmans were the first to report violent hauntings in the house, bringing its dark history into the public eye. Initially, the activity was minor. Lights flickered, objects moved, strange noises filled the air. However, the disturbances quickly escalated. The family noticed that their baby's toys were often rearranged in the nursery, sometimes forming circles or patterns. One morning, Deborah found all the stuffed animals lined up in a row, their eyes facing the crib. She was certain that she hadn't done it and no one else could have. Tony became the primary target of the house's malevolent energy. He frequently woke up with scratches, bruises, and burn marks on his body. On one occasion, he felt a sharp pain in his chest and watched as 3 deep scratches appeared before his eyes. The attacks left him physically and emotionally drained.
I like how the men in the house always gets attacked.
Yeah, it's because you guys are all women and you guys hate us.
And?
That's not fair.
And?
Sucks to suck.
You guys are mean.
Karma.
I'm going to tell mommy on you.
Karma's a bitch.
Sorry, you guys. Jeez. The family also experienced poltergeist activity. Furniture moved on its own, dishes flew out of cabinets, and heavy objects were thrown across rooms. Fires ignited spontaneously, including one in a trash can that nearly consumed the kitchen. The family dog, normally calm and friendly, growled at empty spaces and refused to enter certain rooms.
So, quick question. What would you find most terrifying on an investigation? Shit flying around or fires starting spontaneously? Which would give you more of a creep factor?
I think...
Depending on what type of objects. If it's a knife, probably the knife. But if it was not like regular objects, I would say the fire.
Like if someone throws a pillow, maybe not so scary.
No,
or like a dildo. Just take this. Go fuck yourself.
That reminds me of like this scary movie like type thing. Like, dildo.
Yeah.
It just throws a hot dog and it just slaps you in the face.
You know what? I'll welcome that.
Here's a marshmallow.
Yeah, I'll put it in my mouth.
I've never heard of any haunting with fire starting by itself. So that one's new. I've heard of water.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of fire, so that's
yeah.
Curious.
Yeah, so we need to look into this and try to pick a future date to go investigate this. Listen, I don't care if it's just 2 of us that go,
Well, it looks like a small house.
I'm looking at you, Brie. You and me.
Lord help
just
me.
Bring a dildo to throw at Frank's face. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where it came from. It just
I'll try to catch it in my mouth.
Why is your name? Why does it say Brie engraved on it?
Just Yeah, I would go for throwing things.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Seems like an immediate threat, whereas
where fire's like, well, if you catch it in time, you're fine, right?
Yeah.
Apparitions were also a frequent occurrence. The Pickmans often saw the figure of a young girl, believed to be Sallie, peering around corners or standing in doorways. However, Tony also reported shadowy figures that seemed far more menacing. These entities filled him with an overwhelming sense of dread, leaving him convinced that something evil resided in the house. As the house's reputation grew, visitors began flocking to the Sallie house to experience its phenomena firsthand. Many left with chilling stories of their own, adding to the house's mystique. A group of local college students decided to explore the house late one night. Armed with flashlights and cameras, as they entered the living room, they heard the sound of giggling. Though no one else was in the house, one student felt a tug on his backpack as if a child were pulling at it. When they tried to leave, the front door refused to open, as though held shut by an unseen force. Finally, after several minutes of struggling, the door swung open violently and they fled into the night. That reminds me of when we were trying to leave the Beatty mansion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you guys don't know that story, go back to our archives. I believe it's episode 2, season 1.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. A journalist visiting the house to write a feature experienced an encounter that left her shaken. While standing in the nursery, she felt a sudden chill and noticed the unmistakable scent of antiseptic, as if she were in a hospital. Moments later, she saw a shadowy figure move across the room. Her tape recorder, which had been running the entire time, later revealed a faint voice whispering, "The Sallie house..."
That was help me in case you couldn't hear me.
Got it. The Sallie house has been a magnet for paranormal investigators, with numerous teams exploring its haunted halls and attempting to document its phenomena. From national television shows like Ghost Adventures,
yay,
fuck 'em, and BuzzFeed Unsolved to independent investigators and psychics, the house has been thoroughly examined, and yet it still defies explanation. What sets the Sallie house apart is not just the sheer variety of paranormal occurrences, but their intensity, leaving even seasoned researchers shaken. One of the earliest professional investigations occurred in the mid-1990s, led by the Kansas City Paranormal Research Society. Using equipment like electromagnetic field detectors, thermal cameras, and audio recorders, the team sought to capture evidence of the paranormal. The results were chilling. They recorded multiple EVPs, that stand for electronic voice phenomena, including a child's laughter, faint cries, and one instance where a voice whispered, "Leave." Thermal imaging cameras picked up unexplained cold spots, particularly in the nursery and basement, where temperatures plummeted despite the house being heated. The most unsettling moment occurred when
Can lighter structures really be stronger? Yes, they can. ExxonMobil is helping advance American industrial innovation with Proxima Systems, enabling a lighter and stronger alternative to traditional rebar while lowering greenhouse gas emissions to help build a more efficient construction industry with sustainability in mind. ExxonMobil, let's deliver.
Do you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Maybe you're even barely getting by making minimum payments. With credit card debt hitting record highs, National Debt Relief offers real debt relief solutions for people struggling to keep up. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy, and you may be able to pay back less than you owe, regardless of your credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10, $20, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living increases. To find out how much you could save, visit nationaldebtrelief.com. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
Team members saw a shadowy figure dart across the living room. Attempts to locate a natural explanation for the figure, such as a car headlights or shadows from trees, yielded nothing. One investigator described feeling a sudden wave of oppressive sadness while standing in the kitchen. "It was like the air itself was pushing down on me," she later recounted. She became so overwhelmed that she had to leave the house, claiming she felt as though she was being watched. Psychic medium Barbara Connor was invited to the house to connect with any spirits present. During her visit, she claimed to communicate directly with Sallie, whom she described as a confused and frightened child. According to Connor, Sallie was unaware that she had died and often sought attention by playing with toys or rearranging objects. However, Connor also detected a darker energy in the house. She described it as older, malevolent presence that seemed to feed on fear and anger. This entity is not human, she warned the Pigman family. Her observations aligned with the violent attacks Tony had experienced, leading many to believe that Sallie's ghost was being overshadowed or manipulated by something far more sinister. So, question, since there was so much going on with medical procedures and people not making it, do you think the trauma that was experienced in the house drew the negative entity, or was the negative entity always there and became stronger with all the trauma that did occur?
Or could a negative entity be there for a different reason?
What reason?
Let's say, like, we don't know, but what if, like, demonic worshippers were in there and brought up negative activity? And
did you say demonic worshippers?
Yes, shut up.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, I caught that.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm just saying there could be a third option too.
No, right.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, has that always just been there? You know, like to the land, you know, because like we've all talked about this, that usually it's the land that's affected or cursed or whatever, or haunted, you know? Yeah. All right. So in 1995, the Sallie house gained national attention when it was featured on the paranormal television show Sightings. I loved that show. I know it was before your guys' time. The show's...
I was alive in 95.
Yeah, but you were like 7.
I was 5.
How old were you?
1,000.
Wow.
No, I was in 5th grade.
10?
Yep.
I was... Math is hard. I was born in 78, so I was 17. Yeah. The show's producers brought a team of investigators, including psychics and technical experts, to document the house's activity. The investigation yielded a trove of evidence. Cameras captured orbs and unexplained flashes of light, while audio recorders picked up disembodied voices. One of the most disturbing moments occurred when a crew member felt a sudden pain in his arm, only to discover 3 parallel scratches appearing before his eyes. The psychics on the team also reported intense sensations of sadness and fear, particularly in the basement. One psychic claimed to see a shadowy figure standing in the corner, watching the team with what she described as pure malice. In 2015, Bobo Baggins
Bobo
and his team from Ghost Adventures, I hate them,
Sallie,
conducted one of the most high-profile investigations of the Sallie house.
Of course they did.
Right? Armed with state-of-the-art equipment, the team set out to uncover the secrets of the house. What they experienced left them visibly shaken. I hope they're still shaken.
Of course they did.
Yeah, they're a bunch of pussies.
Everything's a demon.
Everything's a fucking demon.
I'm possessed.
He's like, who are you? I can feel you now. Like, that's him. He sounds like a retarded version of Bill and Ted. Yeah, sorry for using the R word, but that's how much I dislike this guy. The team recorded multiple EVPs, including a voice that growled, "Get out." Using a thermal imaging camera, they captured a figure standing in the nursery, even though the room was empty. Bobo himself reported feeling a sharp stabbing pain in his back while standing in the basement where activity is often at its peak. Perhaps the most dramatic moment occurred when a piece of equipment designed to detect motion was thrown across the room by an unseen force. "This house doesn't just haunt you," Bobo later said. "It feels like it's actively trying to hurt you." God, I hate him. I don't like him.
Now we don't have to talk about him anymore, so let's keep going.
Yeah. Dozens of independent paranormal teams have investigated the Sallie house over the years, each contributing to the growing body of evidence. Common findings include EVPs ranging from childlike giggles to guttural growls are frequently recorded. Thermal imaging evidence, shadowy figures and cold spots are consistently captured, especially in the nursery and basement. Poltergeist activity. Investigators often report objects being thrown, doors slamming shut, and heavy furniture moving on its own. Personal experiences. Many investigators describe feeling physically touched, pushed, or scratched by unseen forces. One team leader recounted seeing a chair slide across the kitchen floor as though pulled by invisible hands. Another investigator described feeling an ice-cold hand grip his shoulder while exploring the basement, a sensation so vivid he immediately left the house. I would just like to want to experience half of these.
I was about to ask you. I
Same.
was like,
Yeah.
any touch? You've never...
You know,
I'm trying to think if I have. Maybe like a shirt pull or something like that. Or
one time
At band camp?
at band camp, I shoved a flute in my pee hole. No,
it's impressive.
I know. What's the place up in Minnesota we went to, Brie?
Palmer?
Palmer House. Yeah, the Palmer House. We were, I'm not sure if this was the time with you or the time I went with Jody, but we were in the bar and we were talking to a group of people and they were telling us how there's a ghost. I think it was with you when we were sitting at the table with Dave Schrader and the other.
Oh yeah, it was like in the restaurant.
Yeah. So we were sitting there and they were telling us about this child that's supposedly haunts the restaurant, and then there's like a little diner off there. And you know, they usually like to come around and pull on your clothes. As there's oops, that's my bad.
You're speaking Italian.
I know, I'm
moving your
using
hands.
my hands. As I'm sitting there and they're saying this, I felt a tug on my shirt. My back was up against the wall. So I didn't say anything because I'm like, of course, this guy now
Just
feels
the
something.
timing of
right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't say anything until afterwards. But
You're still speaking Italian.
I'm still fucking hitting this goddamn stand.
Stop hitting it.
I'm talking with my hands.
Use your other hand. He'll still hit it with his.
I can't. I'm a right-handed.
No.
That's my dominant talking hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so weird. I think that was the only time I've ever really been touched. I'm trying to recall anything else. I don't. But that was really weird just because of the timing of it. And I think that was the only time. What about you guys?
Nope.
No, I have had scratches, haven't I? Was I just I think it was...
Cat scratch reviewer?
I think it was Tara's basement. I was in a weird spot and I had a couple scratches on my back.
Yeah.
And I've had like a tug on the shirt type thing. Like I would like to feel like a skin on skin type of touch rather than, because I feel like that's a little more
personal.
Just validating to me versus like, oh, maybe my shirt got caught on the wall or, something.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like with mine, I was sitting and
like leaning against the wall or with your back to
with my back to the wall. Like there was maybe 6
you weren't
inches.
leaning against the
I wasn't
wall,
leaning against it. Yeah,
but nobody could walk past you physically.
No one. So that's what really made it interesting.
Yeah.
So that was I want to get touched. I want to get my hand held. I want somebody to
just hold
me closer. Tony Danza.
Yeah, maybe Tony Danza.
Oh, you know what? Maybe we go find the ghost of Tony Danza.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, right? Ask him who the boss is.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Sallie house remains one of the most infamous haunted locations in the world, its dark allure captivating skeptics and believers alike. Despite years of investigations and countless visitor experiences, the house refuses to give up its secrets. Every piece of evidence raises more questions than answers, leaving an air of mystery that grows thicker with each new account. For some, the Sallie house is a reminder of the fragile boundary between life and death, a place where the echoes of the past refuse to fade. The story of Sallie, whether rooted in fact or folklore, serves as a symbol of innocence lost too soon. Her playful yet restless spirit draws sympathy, yet the malevolent force that may have encountered stands in stark contrast, embodying the darker side of the supernatural. To others, the house is a psychological battleground where fear, suggestion, and group dynamics create the perfect storm for paranormal experiences. Skeptics argue that many of the phenomena can be explained by natural causes, faulty wiring, or even the power of belief. But even they cannot dismiss the sheer volume of experiences reported by those who have entered the house. What makes the Sallie house truly unique is its ability to leave a lasting impression on everyone who crosses this threshold. visitors often describe a lingering sense of unease that follows them long after they've left. Some report vivid dreams of the house, while others claim to feel strange pull to return, as if the house itself has reached out to them. In the end, the Sallie house is more than just a haunted house. It is a cultural phenomenon, a place where history and mystery collide. Whether haunted by spirit of a tragic child, the residual energy of Dr. Finney's practice, or a far darker force, the house stands as a chilling reminder of the unknown. It challenges us to confront our deepest fears, to question the nature of reality, and to consider the possibility that some places are forever marked by the echoes of the past. The Sallie house will continue to fascinate, terrify, and mystify for generations to come. It is a place that demands to be remembered, a house where the living and the dead coexist in a fragile, uneasy balance, and where every creak of the floorboards might just be a whisper from the other side. So, what are your guys' final thoughts here?
I want to go.
I know, we really do need to go. I'm looking at you, Lynette.
Okay.
Looking at you.
I'm looking at you, kid.
You're the gatekeeper.
He likes looking at
gatekeeper.
people.
Because you always have the most
Hobbies?
impressive scheduling conflicts.
I got hobbies.
Cut that shit out. You should only have 2.
No.
Yes.
How?
The podcast and ghost hunting. That's it.
There's a lot of downtime in between that.
Frank, you too, that means no card collecting.
That's not a hobby, it's a way of life.
It's a mental disorder.
It is. It's my addiction.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah, but we should really, really maybe I'll look into that this week.
Yeah.
And see if maybe we could book something.
But not book it for this week.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh, well, that's a little misleading.
I'm busy.
I know you are.
If you could
I'm
catch me
busy
at
too.
like 2 a.m. on a Tuesday, I'm not busy.
All right. I'll remember that. I'm going to call you half in the bag. Oh, you said you weren't going to be busy.
Yeah, well.
So, all right.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about I've heard of the place, but I didn't know the story of the place.
Yeah, I knew I knew fragments of the story. So I knew about the girl. I knew that there was also a darker force. I wish there was more info on the malevolent force, because I don't think it's just the sadness and trauma that happened. If there is a negative entity, I do think it's something that is not human.
Or maybe it's a tulpa.
I love tulpas.
If you have a whole bunch of people focusing so much energy within those walls, maybe they're creating something.
Well, if they're creating something that's already been created and it just sits there waiting. And if we think that there is one, then yeah, it would. But if we don't, then nothing would happen.
Like a show pony.
Or my penis. Nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens.
No, it just...
It's a no-show pony.
It sits, yeah. That's correct.
A
100%.
genuine would be so disappointed.
Yeah, I
in
know.
you.
I know. He would want to ride the pony and...
No
Instead
unicorn
you
for
get
him.
Pauly Shore.
Sorry.
Uh,
All right. So
well, that was cool.
Yeah, that was fun. Well, thank you for listening, guys. My name is Frank.
My name is Brie.
And this is Lynette.
And you've been listening to Fringe
Beyond Limits.
When it comes to reducing carbon emissions, the heaviest industries face the toughest challenges. That's where we come in. ExxonMobil is investing in technology to help American industry lower its emissions, including in our own operations, all while empowering businesses and creating job opportunities. It turns out that fewer emissions can mean a stronger economy. ExxonMobil. Let's deliver.